So the people from Haryana, which is in the northern India and a very, very extremely patriarchal state, because they don't have enough women in the state now, they come to the poorer states and they go to find out poor families through brokers, and they pay them money, and they pretend to marry the girl. They say, we don't need any dowry. We will give a bride price, and we'll pay the money for the wedding, etc. So the families are overjoyed. They think that some messiah has come to rescue them, and then they marry the daughter off, and then when they take the daughter home to Haryana, which is northern India, very far off, where the girl doesn't even understand their language, she's made to work, as you saw in the final spot, throughout the day as a slave, and at night, all the men in the family, they have sex with her. So this is the latest form of trafficking. And when we were doing the workshops, and we showed in the second year of the workshops, when we showed these spots, many of the villagers said that, we were wondering that there were some girls in our village and in the neighboring village who were married off like this to Haryana and Uttar Pradesh, and we never heard about them after that. So now we know that this must have happened to them, and so now we will be careful from now.
In 2003, I was in Sri Lanka, and I did a film there, which was called Lanka, the Other Side of War and Peace. The film that I did in Sri Lanka was I did it maybe in a year's time, year and a half. And after finishing the film, I was very, very disturbed, because that film looked at the issue of disappearances, and as well as the conflict and the impact of conflict on people there. It was this very, very disturbing feeling that I just did a film and came back. So that's when the idea for doing this project in Kashmir came about. And this project is a multi-track project. One part of this project has been looking at legal and media advocacy, and the other part of the project is about documentation and documentary filmmaking. Abducted mostly by security forces, by government security forces, or their agents, and nothing gets known about them.
आज़ादी करें हासिल इंशाअल्लाह क्या जुल्म वारियों तरफों सह गि मोकलुन यम बच्चे सन द्राय सह गि गुन जाय कह वह अत टाइम लगान अत पे मा टाइम लगान ना जुल्म जबर गि चलन अस गि रोजन यह पे युंद अत कह तम सुंद यचुन खुदा ताला सुंद यचुन
In doing this film, and I have collected so much of material, and I have developed a very strong relationship with many of these women, and they have they are able to talk to me, which they may not talk to, say, any filmmaker who goes there and talks to them. So, but with the result that I am faced with a bit of a moral dilemma, an ethical dilemma, about how much of what they say because they talk to me, they're not talking to the camera. I should get into the public arena.
originally, we thought we could try it on the mainstreaming media. But people told us that it couldn't go through because the image, as you said, are really strong. In the University of Boya for student in communication. So a gender activist, a dean of one of the faculties there, asked us to send her a copy. So she will be using it for her lectures and for future journalists to know about the topic and maybe think about the way they can handle it once on the field. The second time was with the United Nations Center of Human Rights and Democracy in Central Africa sub-region. So they have been using it most of the time in my presence. But at times, I don't even need to do any comment. It's, as you said, pictures talk by themselves.